styling trick, a fabric, or an item of clothing that you can wear now to make you instantly look chic and stylish. Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kira and I'm your resident style solutionist. I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe, and lots of fun trend videos. So if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, I am showing you 10 things you can wear right now to make you instantly stylish. As you know, I love talking about trends, and at this time of year, there are so many fun, new, exciting autumn trends to look at. However, it can be quite overwhelming. So I often like to bring it back to basics, especially in this transitional season when the weather is very changeable, we might not know what to wear, and we want to look put together, feel comfortable, but still look chic. I'm going to be breaking down 10 classic staples, whether it be a styling trick, a fabric, or an item of clothing that you can wear now to make you instantly look chic and stylish. We are going to be taking heavy inspiration from the art of Parisian dressing in this video, because I have a brand that I feel like absolutely encapsulates that cool girl, laid back, but ultimately very chic Parisian style. So this brand is called Palome, and they are a relatively new brand to me, and I always say this here on this channel, but I love finding cool new brands for you guys to see and shop. And I have to say, this one has really impressed me, from the quality of their clothes to the fabrics that they use, and also their price point is very impressive. As always, I will leave links to everything right down in the description below, and I will also leave info on the sizing that I took because I know that helps you guys out a lot when you're shopping. And so without rambling on too much, let's get straight in to the 10 things that you can wear right now to make you instantly stylish. Starting with number 1, we are looking at the classic button down. I know this is such a cliche, but it actually bears remembering that a classic button down is the perfect thing to wear when you don't know what to wear. I honestly think a classic button down and a white t-shirt are the top 2 wardrobe staples of anyone's wardrobe at any time of year. And if you haven't found the perfect one, I think I've got a strong contender. So this is the Clemenceau shirt. It is a classic men's style shirt. However, it is very cleverly slightly nipped in at the waist, which just gives it that little slight feminine cut that I feel like makes these outfits look so great. And you'll see for all of these top 10 kind of tips, I am styling them into outfits for you to make it even easier to showcase how to wear these pieces. And you can see this classic button down. It is nothing groundbreaking, but it always looks effortlessly chic. So I do think it's really worthwhile trying to find a really good basic of this to have in your wardrobe. And I really think Palome's one is excellent quality. It's 100% organic cotton. It really feels like it on the skin as well. As soon as I put this on, I really love the lightness. The fabric almost has like a creaminess to it. So you can see here I've styled this shirt into a look that is very much perfect for this time of year. These are the type of looks that are very transitional in nature. You can wear this in the late summer, but it's easy to wear into the early autumn as well, because as we know, during this transitional season, temperatures can often be very mild, and it's really hard to know what to wear during the day so that you can look put together, not be too hot, not be too cold, but still look chic. And I think it is at this time of year that it's so important to go back to our basics. So alongside this beautiful classic kind of men's style shirt, I'm wearing another absolute classic, and it's actually number 2 in my top 10 list, which is a pair of tailored shorts. I think a pair of tailored shorts should be in everyone's wardrobe because at this time of year they are so perfect. They kind of bring us out of the floaty summer months with a little bit of tailoring, although they still are so lightweight and comfortable. So these are the Sloan shorts, and I love how they're cut in a long line. They've got extra deep pockets, and they are 100% linen, which is honestly the dreamiest fabric to wear in the heat. It's got that little bit of kind of lightness to it, that it's not so heavy when the weather is warm, but I do think linen as a fabric just has that gorgeous kind of look to it. It has that slightly lived in look, which I think looks so effortlessly chic, and it's so Parisian in nature. So then to finish off this first look, I've added tan accessories. I really think the combination of navy, tan and cream just works so well together. So I've got a pair of just slip-on tan loafers. We've done a tan belt, again, cinching in those gorgeous tailored shorts. It also cinches in the shirt really nicely. You can wear an oversized men's shirt like this 100 different ways, but with this outfit, I love tucking them into the shorts and cinching them in really nicely. It gives this kind of crisp, slightly undone, but still put together kind of effect to the outfit. outfit. And for a bag, I would do something with tan in it. So you can either do maybe your summery basket bag that you're now wearing into the early autumn months. I think that is so Parisian style to wear basket, wicker, raffia, kind of straw bags into early autumn. I think it's so chic. So you can see here I have just kind of a classic basket style bag, but you could also pair it with just a classic tan bag as well. I think the colors go so beautifully together. So moving on to our third item that you can wear now to look instantly stylish is the classic mini skirt. I know the mini skirt can often strike fear in the hearts of many, but it's all about knowing how to style it. I think when we look to the French and we look to the girls in Paris for how they're styling their mini skirts, it's so perfect because they are kind of dressing them down for everyday wear. I think the key is to pair them with more subtle, relaxed and understated pieces. Now, the type of mini skirt you go for is also super important, and that's why this A-line style is so perfect. This is the Leighton skirt from Palome, and it's a classic A-line shape, which I think is so flattering because if you're going for a style that's above the knee, I do recommend having that A-line cut. It just flares out really, really nicely over the legs, and it just means it's not too bodycon. I feel like this is the best way to make it still look very chic. So if you don't have a classic mini skirt in your arsenal for your autumn wardrobe, they look so good paired with chunkier knits. You can wear them with blazers, especially at this transitional time of the year. It's a great way to have your legs out and still be cool. Then you can pair it with, let's say, a pair of knee-high boots, throw on your chunky knit or maybe even a blazer or a trench coat over it. You're showing a little bit of leg, but you're still giving that kind of a lightness that we love in early autumn. So with this beautiful skirt, I have paired my next tip in my roundup, which is cashmere fabrics. There is nothing as chic and stunning as a comfortable, beautiful, well-fitted knit. I just think it is that kind of epitome of understated elegance. So this is the Jasmine cashmere t-shirt, and guys, I actually think you'll be hard pushed to find a softer, more comfortable t-shirt than this. It's made of 100% Mongolian cashmere. It feels like butter on your skin. It's so velvety, it's so soft and smooth. But again, that classic t-shirt cut with the high neck, the little cap sleeves pairs so beautifully well with an A-line midi skirt. I think this outfit is so Parisian in nature. It really reminds me of the likes of Alexa Chung. I know she obviously was heavily inspired by Paris and Parisian girls with how she dresses. Alexa Chung was such a huge style inspiration for me growing up. I feel like she always just got it so right, and I do feel like so many of her outfits that she wore even 10 years ago, 15 years ago are still so chic today, and I think that's the epitome of timeless, classic Parisian kind of French dressing, and I think this outfit just nails it. We've got a little bit of a pop of burgundy with the bag and also the shoes. That Mary Jane style is so Parisian in nature. It just works so well. I always harp on about how useful matching sets are in your wardrobe, not just when you're wearing them together, but also if you're, let's say, packing for a trip, if you're working with a capsule wardrobe, if you want to really bring your wardrobe back to basics, the most useful pieces are obviously key basics that will style well together. So this set that I'm showing you isn't actually a matching set on the website, but you can just pair them together because they are just two perfect basics that go so well together. So these are the Camden shorts, and they are the perfect cut and shape for the new season. They have that slightly more relaxed, almost athletic running style, which we have seen so much of in a lot of the trend reports coming into the new season, and they match so perfectly with this top. This is the Trocadero sleeveless top, and it's such a handy one, again, in these early kind of days and weeks of autumn where the weather is still quite mild. It's more about layering our pieces and using lightweight fabrics as opposed to going super heavy right now when the temperature is still so mild. Again, you'll see I've styled this matching set with a fun little pendant necklace. We're also doing a fun pair of shoes. Really, when it comes to basic sets like these in this color, you can really go anywhere with your accessories. You can do tan, you can do brown, you can do pops of color, which I always love. But this actually brings me on to number 6 in my tips for how to always look stylish, and that is linen fabrics. Now, I've already mentioned cashmere fabrics, but linen fabrics are another key fabric to invest in to always look stylish. And it's because, and I know I mentioned this already in the video, they have this kind of understated kind of nonchalance about them that always just looks effortless. It's a fabric by its very nature that's so comfortable, it's so breathable, and it's often really worth the price that you pay when you go for something that's 100% linen like these two pieces. And actually a lot of the pieces on Palome's website are either either 100% linen, 100% cotton, or let's say cashmere. They really kind of focus on good quality fabric. So you can really see that when you put these outfits together, you're not only going to look great, but you're also going to feel comfortable. Your skin is going to be more kind of breathable and comfortable with these fabrics. And that always really comes out in your outfit. I always say that when we feel comfortable in our clothing, when things fit right, when they're comfortable, we always end up looking more chic and elegant at the end of it. Now, I have touched on this already, but our next point in how to always look stylish is to add a pop of color. I think that oftentimes we can get very bogged down with having a capsule wardrobe, and I myself am a capsule wardrobe girly. I'm a neutrals lover. I find that having this kind of cohesive wardrobe of key basics that I can just work easily with each other, it really makes my life so much easier. However, I also like to have fun with my outfits. I really do think that adding pops of color here and there does so much to not only lift our moods, but it makes us look more stylish. It also adds that element of fun and playfulness, and I think you can do it so easily while still looking chic and put together. So this next outfit is the perfect example as to how a fun pop of color really just makes an outfit. So I have this gorgeous pair of jeans. Now these are so French in style. They're very classic in that they have the high waist, that really flattering cut. They're showing off a little bit of ankle, which is the perfect way to showcase our footwear. These beautiful Mary Jane burgundy shoes, are they not the most Parisian shoe? They are just so perfect. And then I have taken the exact same tone and added that with a beautiful pop of color in our bag as well. I do think this entire outfit is very Alexa Chung, is it not? And this gorgeous cap sleeve button knit, again, it is in a 100% Mongolian cashmere fabric, so it feels incredible, but it also is just so gorgeous. It has the little puff sleeves on the shoulder, again, very much French energy, and then it has these beautiful mother of pearl buttons. So with these tiny little stylistic details, you're having a very basic knit and jeans, but you're adding your pop of color to give it that extra interest, and then you have those little details in the shoulders, adding that extra bit of femininity and kind of whimsy to your outfit, which I absolutely love. So for tip number 8, we have another little styling tip, and it is to do a sweater or a knit over your shoulders. Now, I know there are some people who don't love this styling trick, but I actually find it so practical, and I think that's why it looks so chic, is because oftentimes in this transitional season, in the early autumn, it might be, let's say, chilly in the mornings when we leave the house, and then by lunchtime we are very warm, and I think the key to this is having good quality layers. So when I leave the house, I will always have a good quality knit either tucked away in my handbag or chucked over my shoulders, and I love how it looks. I think it's very chic, it's understated. Again, coming back to that kind of nonchalant styling, it just works really, really well. So taking this dress, for example, this is the perfect dress that you can wear all throughout summer and coming into the autumn. It's kind of a seasonless staple, and it's these types of dresses in my wardrobe that are so useful because I can dress this up for an occasion. I can pair, you know, sweep up my hair, add some statement jewelry, add a pair of heels and a clutch, and I'm ready to go for an occasion in the evening time. Or I can wear a pair of sandals or loafers, chuck a knit on over my shoulders, and then I can head out for a casual brunch with my friends on the weekend. We have to talk about this knit. This is such a find. So this is the Madeleine cardigan, and it is a mohair and alpaca blend. It is so incredibly soft on the skin. It comes in a few different colors, and it just has those classic Parisian detail. The buttons are covered in the same fabric as the knit, which I really like, and also all Palome's pieces have this gorgeous little pink stitching detail somewhere in the garment, whether it's on the back, it's on the hem, which I think adds that little touch of personality, and it also is a great price as well. So definitely a good one to look at. I think as a whole, this brand is very Parisian in style. So for tip number 9 on how to always look stylish and put together, we are looking at another fabric, and it is satin. Satin and silk fabrics are just effortlessly chic. They are always going to look elegant, and to be honest, they are my favorite go-to fabric when I'm trying to do a more dressy look that is still kind of understated and that kind of quiet chic. So for example, if I'm doing a date night look and I don't know what to wear, I will go for this formula. It will be a satin skirt and a waistcoat, and it always always works. If it is chilly, I can throw a knit on over my shoulders, but I can guarantee that the satin skirt is always going to look elegant. That kind of silky, swoopy fabric is just really flattering. It's very feminine. But then when you pair it with the waistcoat, you're adding a little bit of sharp tailoring. So this is the Stratford skirt, and it is your classic Parisian style skirt. The beautiful kind of satiny fabric is very wrinkle resistant, which I really appreciate, because some skirts that are, let's say, in a 100% lightweight silk can be a little bit prone to wrinkling, whereas this is very easy. It just flows over the body super nicely. The cut and the length is perfect for showcasing your heels or a really nice pair of ankle boots, or even dressing down with a pair of trainers if you wanted to pair it with a t-shirt. Actually, I should mention in this video, I'm wearing their classic t-shirt. If you're looking for a good quality t-shirt, if you're placing an order and you are looking for a good basic, this is lightweight, it's comfortable, it's 100% cotton. You don't need me to tell you at this stage how handy a basic t-shirt is in your wardrobe, but I digress. So yes, the Stratford skirt is such a staple. It comes in multiple colors, but this caramel kind of coffee color I thought was perfect. And it pairs so well with my next point, which is a tailored waistcoat. So a tailored waistcoat is my final point in how to always look put together and elegant. And as I said, this is a classic fail-safe outfit formula that I always go back to. I think it was only in the last like maybe couple of years that I really started wearing them a lot. They are so useful. And the reason why is because they go with everything. I have a black waistcoat in my wardrobe that I wear with jeans, skirts, trousers, satin skirts. I put it over dresses. I wear it with everything. So this version that I absolutely love, it is 100% linen. It has that beautiful long line fit. It's got those gorgeous detail on the buttons, but it also has a tie waist at the back, which is the first time I've found this in a waistcoat, meaning that I can cinch it in really, really nicely. So if you're pairing this waistcoat, for example, with this beautiful satin skirt, you're allowing the kind of skirt to be a bit more flowy and swoopy, and then the tailored waistcoat just nips in really, really nicely. But I would also pair this with, for example, a pair of loose kind of baggier jeans, because you're getting that kind of loose fit and then the tightness of the waistcoat. It also would look amazing paired with a maxi skirt. It's such a chic staple to have in your wardrobe, and I feel like we often overlook waistcoats. There's a lot of talk about button-down shirts and classic t-shirts, with good reason. They are amazing, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more dressy, that just kind of ties things together, look at waistcoats, and I think this version from Palome is such a great option. So there you have it. That is 10 things that you can wear right now to make you instantly stylish and put together. I really hope you enjoyed this look at a more kind of back to basics way of styling, because as I said, it's really fun to look at trends at this time of year, but actually when you are struggling to get dressed in the morning, when you look at your key core basics in your wardrobe, that is where you get the best value. And that's why when you look at brands like Palome that are offering really great core basics in really good quality fabrics for an affordable price, I do feel like it's a no-brainer. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that overview. As always, I will have everything linked right down in the description below. Honestly, a lot of these pieces I predict will be selling out ahead of the autumn season. Do let me know in the comments below which outfit was your favorite or which piece was your favorite. If there are any of these pieces that are your wardrobe staples, or if you have any other wardrobe staples that you think I've missed, please let me know in the comments below. I love hearing what you guys kind of go to as your favorite pieces. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.